Hi, I'm Katie Crooks and I'm currently backed by Spotted Fin and Matrix. Today we're here at the beautiful Wold Farm fisheries and I've been chucked to the deep end today, so we're doing a bit of skimmer bashing but we don't know what to expect. Right, so I'm going to run you through today's baits. I've mainly used on my long line some dark super blend with a little bit more fish meal to it and a little bit of milled expander, and that's just because I want the smell of pellets in it but I don't want them to get filled off it, so expander there's not much food content, but then I've added a little bit of fish meal just to make it a little bit more content but not too much. So then in my ground bait I've added a little bit of castor with a little bit of caramel bait sauce on it just to give it a bit more of a smell. Some fluoro pinkies just to give it a little bit more of natural baits for the silvers because we're going for the silvers today. And then a few grains of corn just to go with it to get past the little roach. So that was one line, and then going on to my other, I used my micros soaked in caramel bait sauce just to give it a little bit more of a smell, and some expanders on the hook. 4 mils at first, nice and spongy, and then going on to my 6 mils just to get it past through the little roach and leaves. And then in the end, my favourite hook bait of the day had to be corn because it just got past all the leaves, it got up past all the roach, and it just did me wonders today. So I think my confident bit today is sweet corn. So rigs, so today I've used a bulk and 2 droppers with an 18 hook originally, fishing long just because I wanted the bait to get down to the bottom as soon as possible, and the 18 seemed to be bumping fish too much because I've got a bigger hook bait on, so I went up to a 16 spaded on 013 line just because it's getting winter now, you don't want the fish seeing the line. And then I'm using a 0.5 slim float because I wanted to get through the water, and just a nice simple rig. And then onto my shallow rig, which is mid depth, I've spread my shot with an 18 sized hook and a slim float again just to catch the odd roach, just to build a little bit of weight up, throwing in maggots by hand and putting a maggot on the hook. So it's worked really well for me today, and all I'm putting in is just a little nugget of ground bait with a few maggots, casters, with 3 grains of corn. Okay, so I've just fed a little ground bait bowl with a few maggots, a few casters and a few grains of corn. Now I've got my rig what I've been using, and overall I've used my bulk with 2 droppers just to get the bait down as quick as possible because I've been fighting through roach, I've been getting carped out, I got leaves that are blown in the lake, so it's been pretty hard conditions today. So I've got a bit of corn on the hook to get past a little roach and trying to catch the skimmers. But the downside of that is I'm catching carp as well, and that's not what we're targeting today. But as I'm shipping out, you can see carp topping on the surface. And the sun's out, so just lowering the rigging. And it's starting to fizz a little bit now since I've put that bait in, and a few bubbles. So definitely feeding. So it's been a bit of a funny day today. We started off fishing quite negatively and we've gone on to quite a positive rig now. We're bulking 2 droppers, an expander on the hook, a 6mm expander, so it's a bit of a bigger bait. And we found out that there was a lot of roach in our swim and we couldn't get the bait down quick enough. And as well as that, we had a carp in the swim what kind of scooped all the bait up and just ruined it really. So we hooked into that, got him out, and definitely saw the change of me fishing. So I started catching the odd skimmer, and now it's starting to be a little bit more positive, catching 1 every 5 minutes now. Still trying to figure out the feeding pattern, but I reckon I've just about got it, which is all a bit of a learning curve, but every day we're learning, so it's doing alright at the moment. I've just fed my long line and I've just hooked into what I think is another big carp, which explains why the skimmers are feeding quite slow. Oh, look at that. Oh, nice common. A lovely little common to go along with the collection. What an awesome day we've had at Wold Farm Fisheries today. A massive thank you to Dax Miller for the day out and Matrix and Spotted Fin for backing me. Couldn't have had a better day.